on 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. My name is Jallah Grayfield. I'm the nation's heavenly J. Remember Jallah Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Why should we fight? Why should we kill one another in the name of politics? That's despicable. The bumper show is relayed on Radio Somewhere in Sonically Nima County. It is really on Radio DMP Law and Radio Makona rather in Foya District. It's relayed on the radio station in Grand Cru County, La Voz Grand Cru, on the Voz of Plebo, Top FM 105.5 in Grand Juda County, where my young brother Sekou Kuman is. It is also relayed there. is also from the district number 3. Mr. Sumo Kolimoluba and his team to close the campaign on this one. Edward Torjo, how are you, Mr. Edward Torjo? There in Yekepanima County. We'll talk politics. We'll talk politics again and again and again. Welcome to the Bumper Show. Let me pause here. You know, I've been receiving a lot of calls from people across Liberia. We listen to ERBC News. We will listen to other radio stations. They said you are being targeted. You've been threatened by people. They will kill you. They will destroy your family and XYZ. I say, yes, that's what I've been getting from the people. But I will say here without stupid that God gave life to me. He is the only man who takes it away. You can threaten me, threaten my family to kill them because my support of George Weah. And these calls are coming from supporters of Joseph Newman Boaka, because those who are calling me are saying that to me. That is why I wrote yesterday. We wrote 2 days ago. We wrote the police director through the ministry. We wrote the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Justice to the police. Colonel Padesuru has a letter. The Minister of Justice has it to put it on record that my life as a public servant has been threatened over and over again. We'll kill you. We'll send men on you. We'll buy a house and we'll make this place. That was the 10th call I received just this week. I don't know what's going on. Everybody has a side. You don't have to. I don't have to support Joseph Boakai. I don't have to support Simon Freeman. You can support your side, support my side. That doesn't mean that you take away my life. And I've recorded this. I put it on record. If I will have to I have to read the U.S. Embassy and the EU and other people, I'll have to do that, because these threats are coming over and over and again, and they are coming on private calls. My friend Mole passed away. Wrote on my post the other day when I posted. He said there are softwares you can use to identify the callers. As a software. The guys are afraid. That's why they call them private numbers. If you call their own numbers, you can go to Lunsa or Orange. You can identify the numbers, right? But they are calling on private numbers. I even screenshot one of the private numbers and put it on Facebook for the guys to be convinced that I've been sought after. I've been sought after, and I will put this on record today. I've not, since I've been on ERBC, I have not called my friend and brother's name here. I'm mentioning Patrick Horner's name for the first time on this radio. Patrick Horner sat on this radio, the same position he said, I said in here. He sat on the same microphone. He said his home was being attacked by armed robbers one night. He said that on his radio. After that pronouncement, 2 days after, Chris Masakwe, as police director, assigned armed men with Patrick Horner in this country, because he was an appointed government official. I'm also an appointed government official. If my life is being threatened and my family life is being threatened, there should be an action from the government. That's what I'm craving about Mr. Padesuru. History is an early warning alarm system, borrowing from the voice of Honorable Dr. Buffett Chambers. I'm not afraid, but I'm putting this on record. Once you are born, you got to die. I don't know what kind of death takes you, whether you got drowned, they kill you, or you die by yourself at death. And then death that takes you is the time that's been destined for you to go. But I'm putting this on record. For the first time, I posted on Facebook, people came on my post, but Mr. Money passed away. I'm asking you, because I know you're a supporter of the Unity Party, when you went on my post and said you have software that can detect any person who call you on private number, you can detect it. Please kill that software so we can identify some of the guys who are doing these things. Having said that, let me welcome Mr. Sumo Kolimoluba. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother. I'm fine.
Mr. Kodima, please call your phone name, sir. Your position again.
I'm Edward F. Cotman Jr. I'm here as a partisan of the Unity Party and a former youth chair of the Unity Party District Number 3 and a former office staff of Honorable Bashir.
A former office staff of Honorable Bashir?
Yeah.
And Bashir was here just yesterday?
Yeah.
How are things with you as we speak?
I'm good.
Why did you leave Bashir?
Twice a difference.
Bashir was here yesterday. He talked about all the good things he had done in the district and what he intended to do. He's not concerned about his own campaign, but he's concerned about the campaign of your political leader, Ambassador Joseph Boakai. Now he said he wants Joseph Boakai to win because for him, he thinks that he has already won the election.
It is the biggest fun of this year, right? To hear Honorable Bashir saying that he's not thinking about his campaign, and the reality is that Bashir knows for the well that he's not going to win in district number 3. So he goes around telling people you can vote Boakai. If you don't want to vote me, but vote Boakai. Right?
You mean he's really saying that?
Oh yes. He's telling people if you can't vote me, I beg you vote Boakai. He's in the know that he's not going to win, right? And I'm here particularly to trash most of those things you're saying, those lies he said on radio yesterday.
Yeah. Let me welcome Mr. Sumo Kolimoluba. He is a candidate in district number 3, where I'm told 18 candidates are contesting for a single seat. And Bashir thinks that he's the most suited for it. Just avoid the microphone because for distraction. Yeah. He thinks he's the most suited for the district to be representative. He's not campaigning. He thinks that he's loved by the people, and you guys are killing yourselves to be campaigning to make you as a representative. What is a Padre Kumaya? It is a Sumo Kolimoluba. It's a Otto Jater. It is Kofi Jones, and whatever he said, he thinks is the best suited.
Yeah, my brother. I think what Bashir is depending on is the issue of trucking. But I came with a message to Bashir today with the issue of
did he truck people?
Of course, so many people. He trucked people from.
Why did he truck people to?
I don't need to do that.
There are people he trucked. You think you can get their votes?
He trucked people from Fender. He trucked people from Do Community. He trucked people from Red Hill. He trucked people from Magibi. And we are on top of things. We are working along with these people. So that's the message I came with him.
There are people he trucked. You are working with them.
I'm working with them.
How did he identify those people?
They came all by themselves, telling us that we have seen the work in the district and we think it is about time to support you. So we are working with them. If Bashir think that he got so many chicanery strategy that he usually use against the election, but I think what we are doing, we are working along with it. We understood it from 2017. Now it's 2023. It's a different ball game, and we are working towards it closely. Yeah. But I think what I came for is to demystify those esoteric lies yesterday by Honorable Bashir as it relates to what we call the legislative engagement. Right? I came to clarify one or two things.
What has happened? You while he was on the radio, you tried to checkmate him by saying that he has not had a district sitting. He dissolved the district, the DDC.
Of course,
he took the court, which he's admitted to. Yeah. And he took them to the court because they siphoned public money given to them. Don't you think it was the right thing for Bashir to have done, to take people to court to answer to that political sins they committed against the district?
Yeah, Bashir held roughly 6 years. He should have done that during the 5th year. But this is the time of election. All Bashir is doing is to create a drama so that our people can believe that most of the things that happen as it relates to corruption came from the District Development Council. And there are people in the District Development Council, they are very honest. I have worked along with them on Sarah project. And I believe that what Bashir is doing is just to like play on the mind of our people. So one of the things I will be saying is this: the issue of Bashir to that of the court, the ministerial court, the PNB ministerial court with our DDC and the 52 block leaders. He just made mention of, because I saw the rate, $10,090. That's the issue.
That's a lot of money. If they stole the money, they must account for that.
Yeah, you really consider it to be a lot of money, right? But if you were to do your own arithmetic and see how much every month, you would just boil down to $90. So how can a lawmaker give $90 every month to a district development council?
And what was that money intended for?
I think it was intended for a project. and the project was executed because I saw the resolution from them at the court, and I saw pictorial evidence that they show of this project, and we believe that most of the project were implemented. But I would not look at the District Development Council issue. I believe there were so many money received by Bashir, and Bashir should be held accountable.
Now, I raised the issue. Yeah, go ahead.
One of those things I would do if I'm elected is to order Bashir.
To order the former lawmaker.
Of course.
If he's a former lawmaker.
Of course. He will never be a former lawmaker. He'll be like any other citizen. He needs to be audited. And I encourage any other person.
You intend to order Bashir?
Anyone can be audited. Anyone can be audited. Because what we need to do is to set the premise so that when any other person come, they can pick up from there. Because for my issue, well, you can remember during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf time, Ellen was the one that introduced the legislative project. And the legislative project was like been implemented by laws, right? And after that, it was they had like oversight. The lawmaker had oversight over this project. But later on, 2018-19, it was changed from the legislative project to the legislative engagement and public accessibility.
Okay.
Where
is the honor which you receive 30,000 US dollars?
Of course, 30,000, right? So Bashir told us that the issue of the engagement is like for them. That's lie. That's not true. The engagement is to make sure the lawmaker recognize a project in the district. So that
didn't he recognize any project?
No project in the district that Bashir ever recognized. So he said he did not sign for certain money, especially even the issue of the scholarship. He only signed for $1,000. But I'm here.
He claimed that 2,000 US dollars was given to citizen lawmakers.
My brother, I'm here today. I did the research, right? Back then, I'm here to create a checkpoint.
Please create.
I also worked on the budget before at the Ministry of Planning and Economic Affairs to that of Finance Ministry. So I'm aware of June 4th, 2020, Bashir received $2,000 United States dollars that he signed for scholarship. On June 10, 2021, Bashir also signed for 50,000 United States dollars.
For scholarship again?
No, not for scholarship. This one is for the engagement. The first money that were given, it was June 10, 2021 when they signed.
Okay.
So it was like in twofold.
Yeah, the 30,000 was in twofold.
Yeah. Then it came July 5th, they received the remaining 15K, giving the total amount of 30,000 United States dollars. Then 2022, on July 15, 2022, Honorable Bashir signed for another addition of 30,000, and he also received the 2,000 United States dollars on scholarship. Then let's look at 2019, August 8th. Bashir received 20K from the China Union for the district.
China Union has a stake in the district?
China Union gave certain amount of money. I think Kotiman can make reference to that. He received that. We are aware of that.
I will come to
that. 2020, he also received additional funds as it relates to the China Union. Then back down to our district.
But you said this money is given by the citizen government, especially for the scholarship. You receive only $1,000, but you come to say you received the money in full. But he said the money given by the citizen-led government on the summit where, as Minister of Finance, was not for engagement of the people, not for projects, but it was given for the running of his office.
That's lie. That's lie. When you see that, they talk about the legislative engagement and public accessibility, where each lawmaker who receives 30K USD and thereafter goes to his or her constituents to implement projects she may deem necessary.
Now, some of you were a resident of the district. At the time, you are not opting to be a representative candidate.
You're right.
Why didn't you pick these matters and bring it to the floor and tell the people of the district to ask Bashir for that? Now you come to say because you are going to do
this can only happen, my brother, if you have the lawmaker have consultational meeting to give feedback. This is the reason you have three cardinal responsibility. And one of those cardinal responsibilities is representation, to represent your people. If you are representing your people, you should be accountable to your people and give feedback. If there was a meeting, like the last time I sent a letter to Bashir, I said, can we have a meeting as it relates to the school? I told him why to build. I think you know Bashir. Bashir is one that is very big. He's like, oh, you lay boy, right? I think you listen to him here when he make reference to the Chinese cold storage. You listen to that.
He said there's no social corporate responsibility to the district.
So it tells you that Bashir idea is elementary. He's not a good lawmaker, because you should know what we call the corporate entity to that of any other businesses. Like, if you talk about social responsibility, then you should ask for social responsibility at all levels. You have coastal. You're talking about coastal. You talk about social responsibility. The coastal is not a concession agreement signed by our government. It's not an investment. It's just like any other business. But I would tell him, when it comes to the Chinese coastal, they have done a lot, like than any other company in district number 3.
Is it because you benefit from it, Mr.
That leave the issue of benefiting. That leave the issue of benefiting from it. I'm not 100% benefiting from it, because I have my own business running. I have school. I have university. I have hospital. I just from the Chinese. But what we're saying, when we talk about drainages, he lied and talked about giving 1,000 bags of rice during the COVID time. That's a lie. We have peculiar evidence. We were the only one that gave rice to the district. We were the only one that gave other material to help fight the Ebola and COVID.
Okay, let me pause. I'll come to you. Let me go to Mr. Edward Kotiman. You claim to have worked in the office of CBC CD Bashir
as a secretary, sir.
As secretary. Were you a recipient of some of these monies? I'm a recipient. Were you in the know when these monies were received? Like for the $30,000 given on the 2-time basis, for the $2,000 given for scholarship in the district for 6 years. I know it's under the Georgia administration, because many of them say, Georgia came, there's no development for the district. There's nothing for the district. We didn't receive any money. But now he claimed that he received only $1,000 for scholarship. Were those scholarships given to the people needed, who deserve them?
John, the first thing there is, let's be rational.
He said instead of 2,000, you receive 1,000.
Let's be rational. It is passing the budget, and you have 2,000. How on earth will 1,000 be given to you, and you haven't raised it for the past 5 years? You haven't raised it. 7 days of election, you're raising it.
Maybe nobody asked you at the time.
People should ask you when you know you should receive 2,000 and they gave you 1,000. I don't put you ask.
But the Bible said, "Ask, and it should be given to you."
So why Bashir didn't ask the people responsible to give the 2,000? Why you didn't ask them? You know, the thing here is,
you thought at the time you should have asked the Ministry of Finance.
The Ministry of Finance.
The government say, "How am I receiving 1,000 when I should receive 2,000?"
That's it. What's that responsibility? You get responsibility to call the people. Why you gave me 1,000 and to receive 2,000? But you made mention of the China Union, right? The China Union money was given. I know, right? The 20,000. And what happened is that Bashir told the community leaders to do a resolution. The community leaders did a resolution, and they said that money should be directed to a TVET program that would benefit the entire district. When they did a resolution, what happened next was that Bashir and the political officer then, that is John Tommy, they did another resolution attaching ghost names of quote-unquote students that they are giving scholarship to. That name was sent to the county office. Now, the 20,000 was sent to Mount Zion School account. Mount Zion School is not in district number 3. Mount Zion School is in district number 5.
And how did the money go there?
John Tommy was the principal of Mount Zion at the time, right? The political officer there.
So meaning that Bashir connived with him to transfer that money to the account of that school that is in the district number 3.
Bashir coerced him to transfer that money in Mount Zion School, because that's the only way he could get the money directly as a lawmaker. Now, when the money came to Mount Zion School, what they did, they wired the money to Echo Bank. That money was used, you know what it was used for? Bashir went to America, he bought chairs for the university. And what did he use the money for? When Bashir came back,
to go buy a chair in America?
Oh yeah, he brought some chairs at the university there.
Why you buy a chair in America? You can buy it here.
No.
Anyone listening to will feel that you don't talking the truth.
I'm gonna say I bought chair from the States.
The iron chairs that you have, right? He brought them from the States. Now this is the thing. When he came back, he did a divine rule. He told the youth that no, the money will get do car wash, morning car wash. He told the women will give you loan. And he went to the community, he still maintained the TV. But at the time, I say, he opened the school and placed it in a name. Bashir Technical Institute, PTR. And guess what? That school, that TVI institution was to be.
It's in the district?
That institution have died. Perpetually is there.
Where was it located?
At the university office.
Okay.
And that's
where they wanted to train women in other trade area, right?
In other trade. They bought 5 sewing machine, they brought 1 old car, and they were using it there. So you have people doing soap making, people doing pastry, and people doing traffic. But this is the thing. You cannot bring a program that is intended for the entire district and take it to a political party headquarters. That's one thing. Number 2, you cannot bring a program that is intended for the entire district, right, and put it in your name. So people that want to benefit from that program, they say they couldn't go number 1 to the party headquarters. Number 2,
because it was for the entire district.
For the entire district.
It comprises people from different persuasions.
Exactly.
Politically.
Exactly. So since they put on one graduate, right? The whole school died down. So a $20,000 that you need to put behind a TVL program to benefit the entire district, they only run for 1 year. It's a serious disgrace. And I listened to Bashir yesterday here talking about he opened roads. You know the thing about the roads? We brought machine. Bashir brought machine 2019. He said when he said the machine on the district and went back for the machine. Those are the machine. There was a big problem.
He claimed that the 3 machines are broken down.
But how will they not be broken down when you send it for to do contract in Magibi? The machine was on contract.
His machines, it doesn't belong to the district.
He turned it over to the district. They had a program.
Was there any formal program where
they had
these machines?
They had a program. So when you turn it over, this is what happened. When you turn it over, this is what happened. The district, instead of Bashir came to permanence on few issues. Jallah. Number 1 was road connectivity. Number 2, he said he was going to de-roof the high school and modernize it. Number 3, he said you're also going to do the town hall as well. De-roof.
The town hall built to our.
Yeah, you de-roof it and modernize it. And he talked about reconciliation. Now, only your road connectivity, and that's where Bashir and myself couldn't pull. When you never had the opportunity of getting gas slave, you are doing road on your own. Now you have the opportunity of gas slave. The community will come beg you for the machine.
But this is what Bashir said that we had it back and forth. When you were contesting, I said after he was annoyed this. I said that's true. Now you were not a representative. You brought machines that open the roads all over the place. Now you are a lawmaker. You said to me that you are not Paulo minister to do what you did before. You're not representative. And that's why I said to him yesterday, I said, but this, if the people listen to it, then you'll be very disingenuous to them.
The minister of artists.
No, I don't do that.
I'll take it back.
As a sitting lawmaker, don't do that.
Okay, I'll take it back.
I don't want you to say that.
So
let's discuss the issue and then forget.
Yeah, so the thing here is, right? An honorable, you carry certain responsibility and attributes that you should carry along that will make people to understand that you're honorable, right? Lying to people, they swear away
politics. People say politics not just it's not a Bible. People lie in politics. In your candidate, yes, one more will do something, say something. You have to.
So I'm an honest guy. I'm a very honest guy. You know that. You know that.
So Jallah, on the issue of that rule, Bashir as a lawmaker didn't do no rule.
He claimed he's doing rule in Cosmo area. Yeah. He had opened a lot of rules.
Bashir as a lawmaker didn't do no rule. This is how the rule done. The community leaders got together, collected money from each house, right, and went and asked him for a machine. They fill the machine. They pay those that are working on the machine and feed them. So how Bashir say he made a rule?
Okay, let me come to Smo, Molva, Smo. Let me recognize 3 other guys who join us. I will come back to you, Mr. Alaska P, Koye, Muan, Jacob, James Blamo, Avin George, Ambassador Neville, K. King, Christian C. Davis is watching with me as well. then the guys are many. I can read all of the comments coming. Okay, I recognize everyone coming in. Gia Bagle is watching from Zulu Whiskey. Blati Son is watching from the UAE, Abu Dhabi City. He says is Blati Son. Masale S. Ibrahim has joined me. Clarence S. Joe has joined me. Ono Mullenberg Seattle has joined me from Tubman University. G. Samson Ibrahim Dobler has joined me from Somali Zulu Whiskey. James Blambo is joining me from Bangabong County. Ambassador Nelville D. King joining me from Johnsonville. Darlington Rue is joining me. Andrew Colley, Kweyi Moa Jacob, Muya Sharif, Otis Tor, Andrew Colley, and the rest of you guys. I can read every one of you, your comments. I can recognize you. Victor Jallah, Ambassador, I read all your comments. So let me come back to you now, and let me say this without stupid. And I will keep saying this because my community is a beneficiary of Sumo Moluba's raw effort. I must commend you for that.
Thank you
For helping the people of the community around Christian community going to. You have done well there. We appreciate you for that. I will say that to you. I may not be your supporter. I will say that thank you because you alleviated the community from the bar road we suffered that broke our cars, shock absorbers, you mean all the other things, the honor carriers were broken. Now we can breathe a sigh of relief for that. Thank you for that. But your opponent, the man who you are going against, Bashar, tells us that he's built more roads in the district. He has reconstructed more roads in the district than any other person. And he said, you cannot be an elephant and you get an opossum coming against you.
All right, my brother Jallah.
He sees himself as the biggest animal in the district.
My brother Jallah.
Political animal.
Sometimes,
to say.
as I listen to you, you see, you may not be my supporter. Very deep down, I know you are my supporter. So very deep, yeah.
How do you know my heart?
Because you love good things. You love good things. Yeah, you love good things. So with the issue of Bashir, I listened to you guys with the discussion, but then I would like to know when you talk about opening role, because a quick impact project for election is different from you doing quality work. That's one thing I'm looking at, because I'm aware of the Catholic role, and Bashir sat down here yesterday telling us that he opened the Catholic role. It was not Bashir that opened that role, it was the Catholic people. So we need to stop lying. If you want to be a good leader,
and the interventions that were done by you in recent time.
Yeah. So then the nation, I listened to Kofi Men from the CDC, the one that represents CDC. I listened to them yesterday saying that they did the Coastal Hill Road. That's not true, right? And the thing here is this: when you come on air and say all these things, it is the people who will go to vote. They know who built the road.
But these things can be done to persuade the minds of the people who are going to vote. Because if you are not there visibly, you send people to do the work. They can't the road. That's Bashir doing it or that Padre Kumaya. And if it is you, people will believe it.
So briefly, I was in Coastal Hill just few days ago, and you could see people from everywhere of life. They came just to greet us, right? The people who know very well who built the road. You cannot come here and lie, claiming that you built a road. All you'll be doing is to satisfy your own desire. But when it comes to the vote is for us. I can guarantee you that.
How can you use it to vote for you? You have 18 candidates in the race.
Oh, leave the issue of 18 candidates. 18 lazy candidates. I have any election. 27 I was in election. And those in the election were strong. But as of now, those ones that are having the competition with me, they are all lazy. Very lazy. Because if they were smart, if I were doing the role in Coastal Hill, it should be in Morrissey Farm doing the role. If I'm doing the role in Catley, they should be in Christian community doing the role. But I'm everywhere doing role. I'm everywhere planting solar light. Then we have one of our guys that I guess came out recently on True FM that said that I'm in the habit of planting solar light, taking it down, and trying to replant. That's not true. That's not true. I told the people that we planted 113 solar light, and these solar lights were brought down by CB Bashir. If you go Zone 9 and get information from there, they will tell you. The guys
you planted solar lights, supporters of him, supporters of CB Bashir.
Of course.
How can that be possible?
Everybody
wishes for development in the area.
We got a police report. Did
the police arrest anyone who
of course, Zone 9 and Zone 5. 2 different cases. They were arrested and we had a report. And today,
so they made to pay for those materials.
Thank you.
Down.
They did pay to the community leaders. Have you
replanted those poles?
Oh no, we left the issue with the community leader. They would work it out and make sure those are planted. But we are still planting pole. We will not stop planting pole. We will not stop. We will continue our work until the end of October 10. And after October 10, we will still continue doing what we can do, whether win or not. But we are sure of winning this thing.
Let me come back to Kodima. Kodima, you want to say something? I want you to have some interactions with the public out there, meaning those who reside in the district, because you are contesting. When I say you, I mean, Colin Molba is contesting. You are one of his supporters. And I want you to come in later to tell us what are the final projects you've done, because election is just on Tuesday next week. But again, the President, His Excellency Ambassador Joshua, is touring the Southeast. We have not gotten any information yet as to where he is currently. When I got on the radio, what he has left where he was earlier. But we are following the conversation that whatsoever we can do to bring whatsoever rally he has, it will do so. But again, the President has invested in TVET education. He's invested in the NVDC. NVDC has a lot of programs and projects around through the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And the NVDC guys say, this is what the President has done. He has done this, he has done that, he has done that. We need to talk about it for the young people in this country to know what the President has done in terms of impacting their lives positively in TVET education. They are on the standby. After this interview, if there's nowhere to go, we should go to them and take them, Mr. Kamukai. And go ahead.
Mr. Jallah.
Yes, sir.
I'll just listen to you. The President have done extremely well. We all are aware of that. But then you have said what Bashir said in the past, that he did work more than even the President of the Republic of Liberia.
That's why he is insinuating.
So you see,
I don't know how you respond to that.
You see the kind of lawmaker we have.
Jallah, Honorable Bashir is a serious joker. Like I said previously, there are things that he promised the people of the district. He has failed on all. Reconciliation, he couldn't even reconcile his own family.
No, don't go to the main
family. I'm telling you, his family was all.
No.
Jallah,
now bring his family here. Let's go.
Jallah,
the
guys were on 2FM.
No, that 2FM is another station. This is a national station that belongs to the country.
He couldn't reconcile the Unity Party.
Yeah.
He couldn't reconcile the district.
Right. So Unity Party you won't hear.
No. Unity Party.
Jallah, you're not fair.
That's not being fair. It's not being fair, right? You cannot bring the man's family into the discussion. You can bring him politically into the discussion and tie him with his party he comes from. And I'll allow people to do it to you, but not his family personally. And I will not allow someone to discuss my family. That's the point I'm speaking for.
So, Jallah, the question is, when they went on the radio to say it, right? They said on the radio, as you say it as well. They said on the radio. But this is the thing. He failed on reconciliation. We have everyone in the district angry. The whole district is not reconciled. He failed on the issue about road connectivity. He lied to the people started to do their own roads. He failed on the issue of modernizing the high school there, right, and making the education sector better in our district. Even a school is not better. He failed on it. He failed on the issue about de-roofing the town hall and modernizing it. Those things are things that he promised the people of District Number 3. Those are things that people look at. They say we'll vote on Bashir, right? He has failed.
But is the town hall and the school, are they in deplorable conditions that which he promised to have elevated and make them better?
So those were lies that he put together to sway the mind of the people. And he didn't live up to it.
But even your own university, Bashir have not put out a graduate yet.
No, I think he did one.
Did one?
He did.
When I exposed him.
On a data week.
When I exposed in July.
Yeah, because I went there on the eve of Bashel's
the Liberty Church.
Bashel's university graduation. I was there.
Yeah.
I drove past there
At the Liberty
and
Church.
I with the man who is the head of the university.
Yeah.
One Dr. I met him and
Yeah,
he said
at the Liberty Church. When I flagged out the issue June, he put out he graduate July. But I want you get to Bashel University. Can you consider that building a university? I want you to be real here. Jallah.
That's the conversation between you and him. I cannot be the one, the interviewer. You will interview me too.
My issue here is this. Your guy went deeply into the issue with the government, and he lied on the government. When you listened to Bashir yesterday, he lied on the government of the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah, he said
by saying he received 1,000. That's a blatant lie.
Once it is $2,000 for scholarship for whatsoever time. He said he received one. And then I asked him, did you consult the Minister of Finance to know why you received 1,000 as a lawmaker? He said that was not the material to have been discussed at the time.
Jallah, when you get there, you will see Bashir's signature. He signed for it. Even the certificate that he talking about, my own stuff, it got nothing to do with the lawmaker. It is for the people. The lawmaker only have the right to decide on which project.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me recognize some of the guys who joined us already. That's Little Bird S. Holder is watching us from somewhere in Liberia on the road. She said Abu S. Kamara is watching us. Let me say, never mind to my twin brother Clarence Piso Jackson. Today, the remains of his son were deposited at the St. Moses Funeral Home. We're at the JFK, and my brother broke down. I felt his pain. Let's reach out to Clarence, my people. He is broken. To have a son above 18 being killed by his colleague after being trying to pat them while fighting. Somebody used an instrument to stab that young man. I was there when his remains were taken from the mortuary at JFK and taken to the St. Moses. Oh yes, it was pathetic. Reach out to Clarence Jackson. He's in tears. The good thing is to just reach out to him and say hello through a phone call. If you could do even a call to him by mobile money, sending something to him, because this is a troubling time for my brother Clarence Jackson. Let me recognize the guys, some of the guys who joined us already. I will come back. Red Backing is here. Prince Perkins is here. Emmanuel Leeway is here, and the rest of you. Let me. You want to do something?
I would like to throw some emphasis on the $1.5 million that were given to the DDC from the President Weah.
Okay.
I think he made reference of it yesterday.
Yeah.
So this money was given like in the money. By 5 o'clock, Bashir requested for the money.
How can that be, Mr.
That's not the first time. That's not the first time.
How would the president give the money to a district development council that is established and structured, and he requested they give it to him?
Bashir did that in Mizo. When I was born, he gave the committee leader 1,500. Later on, Bashir came back and asked for the money. They gave it back to him. That's Bashir.
The recent visitation of the president of the district military.
That's Bashir, my brother. I'm telling you.
I cannot stomach that smoke.
Here's the thing. Not all that glitter is gold.
They see DDC that he told the court. How would they receive?
You want me to invite the DDC here?
I think I have to do so. Because
you have to do so. You have to do so.
The DDC that Bashir has taken to court, he admitted yesterday.
Yeah.
We never received money from the president of Liberia on the visitation recently there, and Bashir comes and says, "Give me the money." They give it to him.
And he said they're in court now.
They're in court.
Yeah, he said they're going to be there today, but Patrick's not there. Patrick's in Lofa. That's lie.
Who is Patrick?
Patrick's the head of the DDC.
What is his full name?
Patrick Gavler.
Patrick Gavler.
Okay. We endeavor to get a Patrick Gavler. I will take 10 minutes I will take 6-7 minutes to do a phone call from your district to listen to you. My next guest have to wait, and we'll see giving ears to the president visitation in the southeast. 080-514-0960 are the two numbers. 080-514-0960. And I encourage people from district number 3 to call. Yesterday, people started calling from other areas in Bapolu, in Lofa, in SYZ. But this one centers around district number 3. Please call from district number 3. I beg you. Hello?
Yes,
Yes, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, District 3.
What is the name you call my District 3?
Mubo.
David Bumbo, let's hear you.
I want to see my incoming on the go. Nothing can stop you. Even the cars are on the ground. We prepare the 40. When they should go, we stop it too much. The picture for snow. But there's a bridge when we are partial. We want the partial to face that bridge. Partial said, my correct money will carry him. And we go on snow. As soon as we an E, we show small error. The next day, the bridge was faced. All the solar plates are not partial. Everything is lost.
Okay.
Everything is lost. Let's take the microphone kind of face.
Thank you.
About partial.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me take the next caller. Hello, welcome. You're live on the Bumper Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Good evening. And my name is Samuel Morris.
You calling from where?
And I call you from Nigley Town.
Okay, that's a Cindy. So go ahead.
District 2.
Oh, District 2, right? Let's say from District 2, I've got some people cross over to the various district to vote, to register.
Yeah, thank you. For the information quickly, my mother is in Nigley Town, but I live in District number 2. Okay, so I want to thank the honorable man, Smo Molva, and Kotuma, who is the comrade in studio there. But I have a concern quickly. That is, I listened to them from the initial stage from start to end.
Can you please be brief? I don't need all of these, grandstanding on this matter. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to them from start to end discussing for sure. My question is, do they not have any contender only partial in the district? Or secondly, the United Party faction in the district, how could be their own analysis? Do you not think partial receive more vote from the United Party based on the party issue?
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very kindly. My young brother is trying to call me, Mr. Abu Eskamara. Hello, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome. You have 10 seconds to make a case. Just as a question.
Yeah, my name is Modi Saga calling from District number 3.
Okay.
So I like to tell you, thank you. He did well for us. Moses I live in the Morocco farm community.
Mm-hmm.
He bought cement and then we complete our hill here. But I asked his one of his staff that came to meet me. I said for me, I got my second and I got Senator Baranga. I still vacant. So Smoke, please, the shock off from.
Oh, you can get representative candidate, yeah?
No, I got representative candidate.
You want for you to be a candidate, right?
So please, we need one little there. The shock off from Morrison Farm to Boiler, Sir Joseph Silverson 1 year ago. That place is going to be backfield.
Okay, thank you. You made your point. Let me take this caller. Hello, welcome.
Greetings, Jallah. Hello.
Yeah, you live. Go ahead. You have 10 seconds. No time, oh.
Yeah, greetings, Jallah. I'm Kamara. I will come back for public consumption. I'm actually following from District number 3.
Okay.
I think the studio guest, one of whom is contesting, has done so many good of recent since he ventured into the district politics.
Okay.
I want to do at the back a quorum of voter registration cards in this district because of some personal reasons, but my family in the district, I want to urge them to vote for him. But here's my recommendation.
So meaning that you go to talk to your family to vote for me, even though you didn't register the district?
Yes, I will, because I've been told that he has done so many good or recent. But here's my recommendation to him.
Can you make it very brief?
Ultimate, it work with Bashir. I don't think going to the studio, making statement, I think it will be making the case of creating animosity between he and you should be marketing.
But you gotta accept all of this is in politics, my brother.
Yeah, but listen, as soon as I know
politics, marvelous. Politics is like a religion. Listen to me. Politics is like a religion. Listen, my friend. Politics is like a religion. You can preach to me I'm a Jehovah's Witness, I can change to be a Baptist man. And so it's not just constant. You can change.
Exactly. But here's my take on the issue.
Sumo has done well of recent.
Okay.
He has gone to ESBC. ESBC had large audience. So I think venturing into marketing himself, telling the people what he has done, because I didn't listen to him briefly, and he said he does so.
All right, thank you, Marvelous. We don't have time for all of those, Marvelous. No time. We got to go to other callers. You go on in 1 minute. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Stephen
Zulu, we say, why Grand Junior? What you going to do with the poor politics here?
My man, I'm concerned for the Jackson family, man.
My man, little team, Stephen, when I'm concerned, you let me put it this way talk. Yeah, Stephen, I beg you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please make your point. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Daniel D. Colley Jr. and I'm joining you live from Electoral District 3, Masuraro County.
Let me hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me say close to that incoming representative for Electoral District number 3 in Sumo Koli Molba. Sumo Koli Molba has elaborated well, and I don't want to take much of the time on the media because what we said about Bashir had already failed this district. But the Unity Party solidarity is what he's campaigning around here. And I can assure you that he has been rejected for district number 3. So comes October 10, 2023, we are going to make sure to replace him with Sumo Koli Molba that had the mind for the people.
Thank you. I will take 2-3 calls. Call it a day. I think my next guest should be around. But again, we're giving ears to the president's visitation in the Southeast. Trying to bring you some information from there, whether it's on our news or where. Hello? Oh, you can't waste my man. Hello? Yes, what is your name? What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Isaac Law, and I call you from Nizo, district number 3.
Nizo, let's say you work.
Isaac Law.
Isaac, go ahead for Nizo. Yeah, go ahead. Isaac,
thank you very much. What I want to say is that to the people of district number 3, we flagged this issue with Bashir in 2017 and mentioned that Bashir was a schemer. If you gave you vote, you are coming scheme.
No, let's learn how to address our leaders properly. Hello, let's learn how to address our leaders properly. So, no, hold the line. You hold the line on this. Any comment? Go ahead.
So we are telling them again that if you are kicking pressure on, you should bring in somebody with reputable character that will represent you so that you can get a just benefit from the national government.
Thank you. Thank you. The next caller, you've been offline. You just come here. Oh, you ready to turn now? Hello? Oh, you going off. When you call us, okay, the phone, just hold the line, you talk. So when you start talking now, then you feel like on the air, you're not on the air. Yeah. You're not on the air. When you're talking like now on the air. Mr. Devos Kawa, you want to participate?
Surely.
Mr. Kawa, go ahead.
Let me say good afternoon to the colleague in studio, Moba. And I'd like to thank him for the way he has explained himself over the period. I listened yesterday. I think the last few days he's been doing quite a lot in terms of heralding all of the works he's been doing in that district. I think if he has started this issue about public engagement quite earlier, it would have explained clearly all of the different things he's done. I like his perspective, particularly on when he talked about, yesterday I listened to him, he talked about championing the issue of compulsory vocational technical training in high schools. I think that makes a lot of sense. And with these kinds of brilliant young minds pursuing leadership at the legislature, it gives some of us hope that there's going to be a whole revolution at the first branch of government, because that is where we can set the pace and set the agenda to impact the greater governance process of the country. And so I just like to wish him well. I think he has a great perspective on national issues, and I just wish him well. I wish the District 3 people can see the need to bring colleagues like these at the first branch. Thank you,
Adolphus Kawa, a librarian journalist who lives in District number 4. But he thinks that Sumo has done well. Let me take a final call from here. Hello, welcome. You're the last caller. Hello? Hello? Demo, can you check whether we have somebody around now? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're the last caller. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Okay. Mr. Grayfield, good evening and good evening to your studio guest. I'm Professor Joseph K. Tayo calling from Zulu Whiskey.
Hey, my own long time. You know, you're from Zulu Whiskey.
You threaten the whole nation. And those people that are doing that, they should stop it and stop it now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ome Joseph Tayo. You know, Ome Tayo is my Ome. He is a very good advocate. Yeah, let me pause here and I'll come back to some more. The ALP candidate.
I'm killing it for all.
Okay. It's got Tato. Next coming up is my guy. The guys from the NVDC, they said President George Weah has done lots of things in this country that needs, you know, those he has done it needs, there should be a need for him to be re-elected. Active education. Mr. Kamuka and the rest of the guys will be here very shortly. While we are giving ears to the people in the surveys where the president is. This is for the people of Riwaji County, Tato. Preso. We can see light. We can see road, Preso.
This rose, we thank you for development. President, we appreciate you. We pray for long life.
Oh yes, let's come back to small. Let me go to. Okay, I'll come to you guys. Let me go to Mr. Edward Kotiman. For his party comments that I come to small to close it up. Kotiman, you listen to the callers, even though you receive a lot of accolades from the people. They're talking about the things you've done there. There was a critical question asked, but how do you end?
Yeah, basically, I want to respond quickly to two of my colleagues.
Do that in 1 minute, please.
Yeah, and one said Bashir will receive no vote from the United Party, and another person said United Party solidarity. No, this election, the issue about vote one vote all is not in our dictionary. We are very clear. I love district number 3. We are clear. We will vote as United Partisan for Joseph Mamboakai, but at the lower district, we will vote for Smoko Imova. We are very clear about it. And the thing here is, to all of those of you listening to me, this thing about you being afraid to come publicly with your support to Sumo Moba, no, it is good to come publicly and make everybody know that you are supporting this man, right? Then they do it in the back and make other people think that you are supporting them.
Thank you.
Because this is what Bashir is relying on. And most of the people you rely on, they don't have over him.
Thank you. Smoke, call him all around your party comments. You have to go.
All right. I would like to make this clear. Well, from the call towards Kotiman, someone made mention of supporting Bashir and at least. But the thing here is this: if Kotiman can remain as Kotiman and support whoever will benefit our district, that's important. But then, before I close up, I would like to ask my brother Jallah Grayfield. I think you listened to Adolphus, another journalist, gave his support to us. So I would like to ask you, what you see?
Because one journalist gave you support.
You gotta get your side. Well, before I conclude, you gotta say something. Jallah, I was in your backyard.
I acknowledge the work you did in my community.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And the people who saw your good work would know what you've done. They will say vote you if they deemed it necessary to vote for you.
So will
but I also say thank you. The people know and I know.
My brother, will you come back for me? All right, I would like to tell the people of District 3 that the day is very close. Make sure get out there and vote so that we can have a change in our district. And I can assure you, I'm with you. I love you and I have passion for you. I will never let you down. Thank you.
Thank you. Smoke calling Malwa wants to be the interviewer. I'm taking a short break for what to cause.
We say thank you. the wellness, and the president of Namibia. Thank you.
I've not seen this brother of mine for a very long time. And I'm told he's been out of the country.
We thank you for the development. President, we appreciate you.
TVET Education Honor President George Weah is taking shape in Liberia. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Zoga Wilson, and other deputies there. The head of TVET, Honorable Peter Bima. We'll talk about TVET today. These are some of the reasons why Liberians you see to give George Weah a second term. We'll talk to Mr. Edward Kamuka very shortly. Giorgio Tato. Mr. Aliu Kamuka is here already. Let me say good afternoon to you, former Minister Natana Falo Mangeo. Oh yes, welcome to the Bumper Show on ERBC Radio. It is on 99.9 and other frequencies across Liberia. Let me go to my guest as we give ears to the people in the Southeast where the president will be. Mr. Kamuka, welcome. Aliu, how are you?
Thank you very much.
Please come to the microphone. Okay. It's a red. Is it bread? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You have the comment. You can't put the earphone there. No problem. Go ahead.
No. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's. What is the position at the MVDC?
So thank you very much.
You gotta come a bit closer. Yes, for the
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being in your studio. So I'm the director of the Morovia Vocational Training Center.
Wow.
Yes.
A young director.
Yes.
I know our days going to school in this country, and we are in different positions. I must applaud you for that, Mr. Director.
Thank you.
How is the MVDC?
So thank you very much. The MVDC is moving from strength to strength, from glory to glory. So let me just say, let me just give a little overview of MVDC. So the Morovia Vocational Training Center was established in 1978.
Okay.
And the essence of that establishment was to create training opportunities for young Liberians across Monserrado and Liberia as a whole. So in 2015, there was an extension project by the Chinese under Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that extended the Morovia Vocational Training Center. So currently under this government, the Morovia Vocational Training Center for the first time have realized what we long been looking for, because training equipments and tools were out of date. So today, if you go to the Morovia Vocational Training Center, we have trade shops that have state-of-the-art equipment and tools.
You mean currently at the MVDC?
Of course.
And that is happening on the leadership of this president called George Weah.
Yeah, indeed. So at the Morovia Vocational Training Center, we have some of our shop under this project called the Youth Rising Project.
Okay.
So I'll spend some time talking about the Youth Rising Project. The Youth Rising Project is a project that is implemented by the UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. So funding is coming from the Swedish government and the European Union. So the essence of that funding is to equip TVET institutions across Liberia. Currently, as it is, the Morovia Vocational Training Center is one of the beneficiary institutions under the Youth Rising Project being implemented by UNIDO. The Boca Washington is one TVET institution. Kipamos has Zredru Multilateral, Habe Multilateral, Vonjama Multilateral. So there's a whole lot happening in the sector.
Okay. So while you are here in Monserrado heading the MVDC as director, though other TVET institutions in those countries you call are also operating separately.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Do they get the same support from the institutions you call,
Yes. So on this project called the Youth Rising Project is to equip TVET institution that I just talked about, and there are also plans to cut across all of the counties in Liberia to ensure that TVET institutions are established, not only established there, but they have state-of-the-art equipment. As a matter of fact, under this Youth Rising Project, there are trainers that have been sent outside of the country, some for 1 year, 2 years, some went to Zambia, some went to South Africa.
Yes, when I engaged the Minister of Youth and Sports here, he told me how they sign in a contract that when you go to study, come back, you have to serve the government for a certain amount of time before you leave.
Yes. So currently, some of these trainers that are returning, we have some of them already assigned at the Monrovia Vocational Training Center.
Now, before you go further, Mr. Kamukai, you are talking about the developments thus far, but I want you to just pause. When you saw the NVDC, when the previous government left and coming under the George Weah government, what has changed? What have you observed? What is the differences right now?
So
you were trying to say that earlier, but I have to cut you off, and I want to go back to that.
Yes. So MVDC before, the structure was there. I mean, the structure, we have the facility, right? But what was actually lacking was the equipment and tools. Most of the equipment and tools we had there was outdated. And you know, we are in an evolving world. Everything is changing. You can't be training people on materials that are obsolete. So it means that even the training is not up to the task. But as it is now, like our carpentry shop, for example, we have state-of-the-art equipment. You go to the Monrovia Vocational Training Center, you enter our carpentry shop, it's like a woodwork industry. You go to our welding and fabrication shop, for example, you see our welding and fabrication shop with equipment and tools that are up to date. You go to our refrigeration and air conditioning shop, you also see equipment and tools that are up to date. You go to our automotive department, you see equipment and tools that are up to date. Also, there is another group. You remember the president went to France.
Yeah.
Yes, and there was a $10 million given to the president.
Absolutely.
So there is this French NGO that is implementing this project called SCRIBE, Strengthening Integration in Vocational Education.
Okay.
So they are implementing this project SCRIBE in different TVET institutions across Liberia. So it's in Monserrado, Grand Baza, and Maigibi. So MVDC is also benefiting. Today, you go to our electricity shop, you see we have state-of-the-art equipment for training. We have tools for training. That was not done under past administration. So we want to say at the Monrovia Vocational Training Center, all of the trade shops that I've just named, they have state-of-the-art equipment. And not only that, our teachers, our trainers have been trained, some of them locally, internationally. They have acquired these skills and they have come back to give to our young people. So yes, so I would also like to talk about the carpentry shop specifically.
Okay.
So we want to inform the general public that very soon modalities are already being on the way. We are developing our business proposal that the Monrovia Vocational Training Center for the first time is going to be producing her own brand of furnitures. So
people can go and buy them if you produce them.
Yes.
At rock bottom prices.
Fine. That is why, like I said, there are modalities on the way. We are preparing our business plan, our strategy, how to engage the Liberian market, because we think that we have the equipment, now we have the tools, and we have the trained manpower. So we are going to start producing made in Liberia MVDC brand in the soonest possible time.
How long does a student stay at the NVDC for graduation?
So at the Monrovia Vocational Training Center, we run our 18 months training program.
Wow.
Our entry level is from 10th grade and above.
All right.
So the 18-month program is divided into 6 different terms. Somebody in high school will say first period, second period, and somebody in college will say first semester. Fine. So we run 6 different terms. So in the first term, we is where we test the numeracy and literacy skills of our learners, and we also give them the tools knowledge. So term 2 and term 3 is the beginning of practical activities.
Okay,
Practical training.
but you've been involved with this for a long time. Why have you not been involved with the public? Because if you are a government institution, you're making all these furniture, for example. Why have you not been selling them to the public so that you can get maximize some profit as an institution?
No, we have not started producing. I'm saying we got a facility now, so we're
Okay.
working on the business part of our training to ensure that we produce materials that are valuable and at a minimum cost for Liberians. Because at the Moreover Vocational Training Center, we are capable of producing, making furnitures in any way we want to.
So as you speak, if I wanted a furniture like a dresser, for example, even though it is in the preparatory stage, I can walk to the MVDC and put in for it. You can produce it for me.
Yes, we can. And I want to ask you to maybe take a tour there and see what is happening.
And to come and see.
Yes, and see what is happening there. So under that carpentry shop arrangement that I talk about, we had the opportunity to visit a Senegal and Austria.
Austria, that's how I'll just come to that. So what was the visitation for? Did you send people there for training, or did you go there as a director? Aliyu Kamuka, did you go there to see what is happening there? And what did you bring back if you were the only person who went there? But if there were students who went there for training, what did they bring back?
So, like I said, you keep hearing me talking about the Youth Rising project implemented by UNIDO. So, under that project, part of that project is to expose TVEC directors and principals to regional environment and to international environment. So, what we went to Senegal to be able to engage in regional interaction with our Senegalese counterpart, that which we were able to borrow from what we saw in Senegal. And in Austria, on the other hand, we were able to foster bilateral arrangement. One of them was we met a furniture and fitting company called Bloom. Bloom is a company based in Austria producing fittings, and they have one of the headquarters in America, and one is in China. So Bloom was able to come to Liberia, and they were able to train some carpenters across Liberia in how to use their fittings. So our visit to Austria yielded that fruit under that bilateral arrangement. So pretty soon you will see Bloom furniture on the Liberian market produced by MVDC, and you will see quality furnitures. So now it is time for Liberians, and we want to encourage the women, especially men, to get involved into carpentry, because we see this sector as a new sector that is evolving in Liberia, because the country is endowed with wood, and quality wood at that. So if we got people who are involved into carpentry making and who work, we believe MVDC as an institution, we have the capacity to provide the requisite training in that direction. That will ensure that furniture that are produced in Liberia are of high quality. And as you go, we have our Facebook page. We are exhibiting some of our furniture that have been produced for use by the school. It's going to be on display. People can stop by and see what actually we are involved with. And also, our automotive shop, we want to encourage government institution, private institution, stop by MVDC, bring your car there and see what we got there, and see the kind of equipment we got there and the manpower that we got there to work on your vehicles. So we want to make
we can drive there and your vehicle can be repaired right there.
Yes, this is where we want to take the institution.
Wow.
That people,
as you speak, you start doing that.
As it is now, we have the facility now. We are opening up now to the public that you can come at MVDC and your vehicle problem can be solved right at MVDC using our state-of-the-art equipment and tools and our train.
Ali, I'm so elated by what you are saying here, because in time past, I know MVDC before we had a old man called Imwell Nimle. I was a young journalist in this country, and he struggled to get the needed support for the MVDC. That was, I think, the Judy Bryant administration. He didn't succeed in doing what you're doing. What is the secret behind all of what you're doing? Is it because you're getting all of the support from international partners and the government? That's why you going where you are going?
Yes, I want to put it in that context because with all the support, I mean, as it is, yeah, there are challenges which will always be. But as it is now, regarding some of our training equipments and tools at MVDC, we see there's a big change. There is a big change. So even recently, as you may be aware, we had a graduation. So
yes,
maybe
1,116
trainees. So yes, when we took over, there were the challenges.
And they all were trained for the 18 months.
18 months, yeah.
How many departments were involved in the graduation?
We have 12 different trade areas: electricity, plumbing, carpentry, welding and fabrication, heavy duty, light duty, architecture, drafting, graphic arts. 12 different trade areas. So we have 1,008 male and 108 females. So the graduation was such that on the day of the graduation, we saw young Liberians exhibiting their talents. We saw people from the military shop. They built a proper housing unit based on housing unit based on what they learned. And the guys from the mechanical department also were able to bring to life a vehicle that was parked for more than 10 years. They brought it to life. And those from the graphic arts department, they did a portrait of the president and the vice president and also the minister of youth and sports.
Are those portraits on sale? Can we come? I want to put in my office.
No, so the portrait was delivered to the minister to hand over to the president. Yes. So let me talk about the graduation a little bit.
Please go ahead.
MVDC before, when students graduate from the school, it take them 3, 4, 5 years before they get the documents. So when we took over a year ago, we said this should not happen. This is a training institution. We must take the lead. So we make sure that on graduation day, all of our trainees got their diploma, the certificate, and the letter of recommendation. This is unprecedented. The first time in the history of MVDC, students graduating with all of their documents prepared and handed to them on graduation day. So you saw the jubilation among the students and even among the parents to see that people are able to get their certificates and the document on time. And when we even took over all those who had document issue over the past years,
you resolved them.
We were able to print all of the certificates. Today you go there, people are coming, people from 2018, 2017 coming to pick up the documents.
Now, what do you do with the students who you are training before graduation? Do you send them on internship?
Yes. So like I was saying, our training is divided into 6 different terms. So term 1, like I said, is based on our numeracy test for our trainees. 2, 3, and 4 is the practical activity. 5 is what we call project, where the students will identify what to do. Then intern 6, we call that internship. The internship is where we expose our trainees to the world of work. But I would like to spend some time talking about the issue of internship.
Okay.
Like I said, we went to Senegal and we went to Austria. It is different. And the essence of all going is to borrow from the countries we went to. So what is key is the involvement of the private sector from the very beginning. But as it is in our system, we only do internship when students are about to leave.
Okay.
But that should be different. So on this public radio, we are calling on employer institution, the private sector, to see MVDC or to see technical institution, training institution as a means of engaging them to ensure that training are in line with what they need. What am I saying? The Liberia Electricity Corporation, for example, can you support the Monrovia Vocational Training Center to train electrician? What kind of electrician do you need at LEC? What support can you provide to the Monrovia Vocational Training Center to ensure that somebody graduating from the electricity department don't have to go to LEC to go do additional training? Why can't we provide it? We have the facility, we have the trained manpower. So this is the kind of collaboration we are looking forward to. And as a matter of fact, working with the Youth Rising Project with UNIDO, there is a stakeholder a dialogue that we are looking forward to. We're going to be calling relevant stakeholder across the TVET sector to come and see how do we support training institutions to ensure that our young people, when they leave, they are qualified. Because unless we train our young people in a way that they respond to the demand of the labor market, it means that we just training for the supply side to put people out. So this conversation is going to be ongoing from our end, from the Moreover Vocational Training Center. We're going to engage LPRC, Coca-Cola Factory, Simenco, BF Factory, the National Port Authority, APN Terminal, Liberia Electricity Corporation. Let's come together and see what kind of plumber do you need? How can you support us to train plumbers?
Okay.
What kind of carpenter do you need? How can you support us to train carpenters? So that kind of collaboration is what we're looking forward to on the stakeholder dialogue that we're going to be having pretty soon.
What are the reception you're getting from those who you graduate when they go to the field? After you have graduated and they go in the field to do their professional work, are you getting feedback from those institutions that are employing them that they are doing exceptionally well? Or are you getting bad feedbacks from them that the people you graduated, they are not doing well? What is it like, Mr. Kamukai?
So across Liberia, you go any part of Liberia today, you see a graduate from the Moreover Vocational Training Center, which speaks volume, which means that those that have been trained at MVDC are making impact out there. So even when we go for internship opportunities, you see some of our MVDC students helping to make way in different institutions to ensure that internship is happening. So, I mean, the feedback is positive. I mean, along the way, there are some challenges with some of the students, but on the overall, the feedback is positive.
Wow. Yeah. So before we go to the next issue about enrollment for the next term, what is it like? Do you provide scholarship at the institution? Do we have individuals in the society providing scholarship? Because I know that Sir Joseph, for example, has been engaged with the MVDC for a long time. What is the minimum fee? Do you charge any fees at MVDC for the enrollment of these students?
Yes. So you talk about scholarship. So our biggest scholarship is provided by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. The Ministry
through the government of Liberia.
Through the government of Liberia, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, through the office of the Assistant Minister and the Deputy Minister of TVET, provides scholarship for young people. Over 500 young people go to MVDC under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So, like you talk about Honorable Sir Joseph, yes, he been involved with scholarship opportunity for young people. So let me make this call since you brought it up. Mm-hmm. I mean, we see a lot of politicians across the country. I mean, we see young people following them. That's good, but what skill do these people have? Can we support young people to get training at MVDC or any other TVET institution across Liberia? Yes, this is the call. Let us provide training opportunities for our young people, because a country cannot go forward if the people are not trained. The people must be trained in every respect. So, I mean, I'm calling on politicians who be candidate or who be representatives, support at least 5 or 10% at MVDC. And tomorrow, the society is going to be better because you're going to have a lot of young people who are trained, which will reduce the burden on government, because to have skills is to have job. So in your community today, if you have an issue with your separatism, for example, the next person you're looking for in our community is the plumber nearby.
Plumber, yeah.
So long you have skills, you have job. So let find an opportunity, a way in which that we provide skills opportunity, training opportunity for our young people.
Okay. I'm still concerned, Mr. Kamukai, about the fees you charge at the MVDC, because many people think that you charge plenty of money there, even though it's a government institution that is intended to train young people. You care to comment about what you charge there for the people to know what is minimum and how they can enroll their children?
So So okay, let me start with the enrollment. So for enrollment, we administer entrances. As a matter of fact, this Saturday is our last entrance and placement exam.
Okay.
So the minimum fee, so the fee are charged based on the trade you are doing. So
Okay.
if you, for example, you're doing misery, the charge is around 25 to 30,000. And let me tell you,
For the whole cycle?
for the whole 18 months,
Wow.
MVDC is the least comparing in terms of the facility we have, the equipment, the material, the tools, and the qualified trainers that we have. So MVDC is a minimum. Let me let you know that technical vocational education and training is very expensive. On quote, the minimum to train one person in TVET is around 10,000 United States dollars. Yes. So as a government institution, that is why the fee is the way it is, to encourage more young people to enroll at the Moravia Vocational Training Center. Yes.
Now, so I know you're looking at your paper, but I want to know, Mr. Kamukai, when you are enrolled at the institution, do you provide some training materials for the students?
Okay. So, like I said, this is a government institution, and we are directly in the budget through the Ministry of Youth and Sports. The issue of training materials, as a training institution, we use a lot of consumables. So if you're doing electricity, for example, the wire you will use today, you will not use it tomorrow. So the issue of training material is a challenge that we met, and gradually we try to solve it in a way that we engage with some of our partners. And I will hasten to mention some of them. That the Ego Electrical Corporation, they were very magnanimous in supplying us with some electrical wires, switches, and also the LCCBC, the Labrador Coca-Cola Bottling Company, were also able to supply us with some used refrigerator and air condition for our R&A shop. So the issue of training material has always been a challenge. So we have tried as much as possible to reach out to our partners to see how. That is what I told you about. How can institutions support training at the MVDC? Because this is what is practiced out there. It is the public sector, the employers that say, look, this is what we want. We want carpenter in these categories, and these are the kind of training we think these people should go through. How can we support that training? So that's the kind of conversation we need to have, because TVET institution cannot run on government. Like in Senegal, government got relatively nothing to do with TVET institution. TVET institution is run by the private sector, and this is the kind of initiative that we need to launch in Liberia to ensure that TVET institutions are equipped, because these people we are training are the people that will go out there in the society, no matter how they are, but they are going to go out into the society. So why can't we collaborate to provide the necessary training to ensure that somebody graduating from MVDC can be well accepted at BF Factory, for example?
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I know we'll go to the 2023-2025 next cycle, which I'm very interested in, because many students will be listening. I want it to be interactive as well, because there are a lot of people listening right there, and they have not been knowing the work of the MVD. So what you do there, it's good to have this kind of invitation that you come here to talk about it, that also gives a big broader insight to the Liberian people about what government is doing in terms of training the young people, because not everybody can go to college to get a BSc, to get a master, to get a PhD. But once you get a TV education, it helps you to move ahead, to do your own business, and to be an employer for other people. Now, at the automotive department, do you only do light vehicles, or do you do heavy duty vehicles training?
So we call it general automotive. So we do light duty, we do heavy duty, and we do auto electricity.
So there's any specialization?
Yes. So heavy duty is one specialization. At the beginning, like I said, during the term 1 and 2 is general automotive. So to 10-3, 10-4, then they go in a separate area. So heavy duty mechanic, auto electricity, and light duties.
Okay.
So we also intend, since you brought a question up before we go to the next training cycle, our next training cycle, we also intend to introduce heavy duty driving. A lot of time people ask, why are you not doing heavy duty driving? So this training cycle, we are also working on modalities to ensure that we have heavy duty driving. As a matter of fact, the whole Japan freeway is full of trucks and BB vehicles. So why can the institution that is
Just
in
sitting
opportunity
there.
be providing that kind of a service? So we started the conversation already, and we also have people that are waiting to ensure that this process kick off, and we can assure the public that we are going to start doing heavy duty driving at the Moreover Vocational Training
The
Center.
fees you charge, we should talk about between $50,000 to $30,000 per the training for 18 months. Is it that you pay in whole, meaning you pay all the money on the side when you go to register, or you have payment plans? Because Liberia, as you know, the interest of the president is to ensure that everybody gets some kind of education. So when the guy goes there to pay his school fees, does he pay all in full, or he pays by installment? Because we know the difficulties we encounter sometimes.
Yes, so like you said, it's a government institution, and the president intent is to ensure that young people have access to training. So our payment plan is in twofold: 60% and 40%. So you pay 60% at the very beginning, and while training is ongoing, the bottom 40% can be paid. But whatsoever the case is, the fact that you're already in the school, we also make some adjustment to ensure that you are in school at the same time making available what you ought to pay.
Okay, let's go to the next training cycle, then we can have a conversation with the public. You have a training cycle coming for 2023, 2025. What a long period.
So it's 18 months. So it's 1 year, 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it transcends over 2024.
Yes. So the 2023-2025 training cycle is going to be different. Like I always say. So we took over about a year ago, and we managed to ensure that our trainees were able to get the requisite skills they needed, and graduation were held. And towards the end of the training cycle, we started our recruitment process. We started giving entrances, and people started sitting for the entrances. But what is important for this training cycle is we want to change the paradigm. We want to change the mindset, because in technical vocational education and training, we don't only teach you the skills, we teach you the knowledge, and we teach you the attitude.
Okay.
I mean, it is said in Liberia, most of the technicians, they're not sincere, they don't know time. So if somebody is supposed to come to your house to lay a tile, for example, the man's supposed to come by 8 o'clock. You see he coming 9:30. He lacks the attitude. So this training cycle, these are things that we're going to emphasize on. And not only that, for this training cycle, today our world is digitalized. As a matter of fact, I serve on the technical committee that developed the national strategy on digitalizing TVET and skills development in Liberia. So this training cycle, there's going to be a Wi-Fi system available on campus to give students access to training modules, because you can sit anywhere on campus and access any training modules. So if you can go on your phone and say the parts of the engine, you must have internet to be able to do that. So that access is going to be provided for this training cycle. Also, we are also working with the United Nations Industrial Scientific Organization, UNESCO.
Okay.
UNESCO is helping us to ensure quality management standard, because as a training institution, you should have quality standard. And part of the quality standard that we selected as an institution is training management. Now that we have all of our shops equipped with all the equipment and tools, how is our training going to be like? We need to raise the bar. So we are now working on developing a quality management standard regarding training management for MVDC, which is going to be implemented this training cycle. and we also encourage all those students coming for this training cycle. If you are doing carpentry, for example, do not just do carpentry maybe 2 times in a week at NVDC or 3 times in a week. You can find a carpentry shop. This is the new paradigm. We found a carpentry shop that we are going to go and assess and say, look, yeah, you can be here while you undergoing training. Because most of the people go to training, they go only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that's it. To do that, it means that you're not going to be fully equipped.
Yeah, so you got to go do some practicals, right?
Practicals. While you're doing the training, you also doing practical. So, and the private sector engagement, this training cycle, there's going to be a lot of private sector engagement, because for TVET to be successful, the private sector play an integral role, because they are the employer. They're supposed to set the benchmark. So under the quality management standard, we are also going to be working with the private sector, employers, institutions, to ensure that we provide the requisite training, so that when our students are out there, they are noticed. Say, yeah, this is from MVDC.
So meaning you have started engaging institutions like Firestone, the Meter Steel, the China Union, the Manor Company in Bombay County, and other bigger institutions to have that people train and have your students also absorb in them?
Yes, I mean, we're going to go, we want to cut this across, right? Because most of the time we concentrate on the bigger institution.
And forget the smaller one.
Yeah, and sometimes the bureaucracy in getting things done is so huge. We also going to be engaging with smaller industries to ensure that we have this kind of collaboration that makes sure that our students have the opportunity to have what we call work-based experience, school-to-work transition. So in other countries, like I said, Senegal, for example, you spend some time at school, you go to the workplace, you spend some time, and you come back to school. So it's in between school-to-work transition. Okay. So these are the kind of conversation we're going to be engaged.
Aliyu Kamuka, thanks a lot. Let's have some interaction with the public now.
You take it from today, oh, we take it from you tomorrow. Take it from today, oh, man, we take it from you tomorrow.
This is a bumper show. Our eyes are still on the road.
Anything I tell you.
For the rally of the president in the Southeast. My name is Jallah Grayfield. Remember Jallah Grayfield, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's talk, and now shall we fight. Aliyu Kamuka is the director of the NVDC, a very young man with a lot of ideas. If you want to participate on the show, to ask critical questions or whatsoever ideas you want to make a point, call me on 0805140096. This is about TVET education and what the government is doing to ensure that young people are educated, not just going to colleges or universities, but to go to schools to learn useful skills and they can help their people. 0805140096, 0770560560 are the numbers. Let me go to this caller and talk to the first one. Hello, welcome. Hello. Yes, welcome. You live. Where do you call from, sir?
Yeah, I'm Cornelius. I call from Gardner's Downtown.
Okay, that's it.
I want to say many thanks to your studio guest, and I also want to say thank you as well. But my concern has to do with the institution.
Okay.
What is the fee charge for plumbing, and then for tiling if they have it there as well? What is the fee? What are the fees charged for them? And what are some of the
and also, I guess you want to add, because that is my mind, I want to ask whether if you are building a house, you want to hire somebody from the NVDC, it's possible. Maybe, yeah, okay, I know what you're trying to do.
So another thing, like I always see some of the NVDC students, they will wear helmet, they safety boots, their life jacket, whether it's strictly for them or the institution give it to them.
What a line.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me take the next caller here. Hello, welcome. Sorry, thanks for holding on.
Yeah, Alex calling from Cowell.
Let's hear you from Cowell.
Yeah, just 2 months ago, I got I heard about the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to know when will the school be open and when the last entrance.
He said this Saturday is the last entrance, but he'll elaborate on that, yeah?
Okay.
All right, the next caller is here. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Jallah, how you doing?
You son of Steve Zong coming from Zulu Whiskey.
Thank you for the recognition.
I was going to the
my condolences to the Jackson family, especially Clarence,
Yeah.
for the loss of his son. Your fee is pain, but let it take something in the law.
Man,
To the issue. Let me commend the brother in studio for that hard work at his workshop. Most especially to reawakening a 10-year-old car attack. You know, that shows that he made it. If I may add, I don't hijack me. If I may add, is that the one that we're referring to?
My man. We told you sweaty. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening and thank you for the program. One straight question to Dr. Liu Kamuka. First of all, let me commend you for the job well done at MPTC. My question to you: what's your plan towards engaging a concession company like Salamita? You agree with me? Salamita has one of the most modern technical vocational institutions in Liberia. What's your plan to engage them? Because you agree with me that, I don't see any reason why Salamita will have to open a vocational school when we have MPTC. Let's need to engage them. What's your plan?
So where do you come from, sir?
Hello?
Where do you come from?
I come from Maggie Plaza, to be precise.
Okay, sir.
So my second question: what's your plan towards young people that is riding motorcycle? Because you agree with me that this motorcycle is not a job that one can live on. It has an adverse effect on their health. What's your plan to engage them? Maybe linking them. Giving them some training, organize them.
Thank you. I think the question is listed now. He listing that question. The next caller is here. Hello. Yes, welcome. What is the name, sir?
Thank you. I'm very grateful to
Yes, Hotel Persuade.
Thank you, still guest. I want to ask if we allow independent journalists to do to verify what all you have said. Secondly, the camera is steady. You should please try to at least pin it. Thank you.
You been there before?
The pin is the camera is steady.
Okay, and he'll talk about that, whether it's dead or not. Hello? Oh, this caller is not ready yet. Let me take another caller from here. The calls are coming in numbers. Hello? Yes, let me hear you.
Oh, this is Henry Birch, one of the trainers at the Morova Vocational Center.
Okay, Henry, let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to commend my director. When they say I'm very hard-working director, we are very proud of him. In fact, what? Oh, he gone off. Sorry for that. I'm so sorry. I think maybe your credit has been harmonized. I didn't know that. I didn't know what that's the right way to say it. 0805140960770560560. Hello. Hello, caller. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, you live. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is T. Michelle Ibrahim, somebody known as T-Max, one of the instructors for the building trade, to be precise, Missouri.
Okay, let's hear you quickly. Make your contribution.
Okay, let me first of all commend the director for that bold step he has taken to make sure that the institution have been acknowledged outside to see how best we can get to another trend. And on the issue about students getting access as relates to the tar lane, because with the Missouri we do almost general construction.
All right.
And
yeah, we can assure the students that are coming, and we're going to give them the best because since our new director have taken over, a lot of teachers, you can even say come on the campus, a lot of teachers try to take time for graduation to be here.
Okay.
On this campus, yeah, we must commend him.
Thank you, sir.
Very much, sir.
Thank you. Let me take another call from here. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Welcome. What is your name, sir?
Thank you. This is Sam Saplan calling from NTA community.
MTA, you are just a neighbor to MVDC.
Sure. I must say thank you to your guests. I'm so thrilled with all that he has explained.
Okay.
Well, can I suggest to him, since I believe the number of the enrollment is so high, I believe, for now. So for the payment cycle, can they reduce it into 3 cycles so that we'll have more students to afford? Because 30,000 rate, 30,000 right now, I guess is somehow difficult. Can he break it down into 3?
Okay, thank you. I think he's listening. He's listening and he's taking note. Let me take 2 calls that come to him to answer this question. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, music?
Yeah, please go ahead. Let's hear you. You are live on the radio. Please go ahead. Oh, let me take another caller. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Please call your name and make an intervention. Where do you call from?
Valley J. I'm calling from Batala now, President Bonkante.
All right, Batala, let's hear you.
Yeah, the show is going on now from the director there from the MVDC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to suggest to him that he can, put a program up to help bring up some of these the vocational training institute to like the prison compounds, the high beaches like and other places, Grand Gila, that those are prison there for 2-3 years. That when they coming out, they should have some vocational training.
That's a selling point. I appreciate that from you. That's a good one. If the need be, if they have the facility to do so, they can do so. Thank you so very kindly. Let me take a phone call and call you quick and come to Aliyu. Hello? Hello? Hello, please make your intervention quickly. What's your name?
Hello, this is Moses from the community.
Okay, Moses.
I'd like to thank you, Director Kamuka. Thanks so much for the level of improvement. I listened to the XTV and I see the level of improvement at the Vocational Training Center with the level of the past graduates we just put out. And I'd like to say keep up the good work. We are watching and we hope to follow you with a level of support so that the NVDC training center can be a level of a good like you and the best when it comes to do that. And also when it comes to creating labor market support.
Yeah, I think your line has gone bad. But thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot. All the lines are ringing here. I can't take everybody. And I hope we'll find some time again for Ali to come. But you want to respond to some of the concerns raised by these people. Maybe the question I asked that we can go from there.
Yes. So I heard somebody talk about whether independent journalists can go and verify. NVDC is open to everybody.
It's a public entity.
Yeah, it's a public entity. So you have the time, you can stop by. And I hear somebody say the place is dirty.
It's the same person who said that.
Yeah, I mean, we just had our graduation. We had up to 50 to 60,000 people on the compound, so they can attest to that.
So what he said that the place that isn't true.
That's not true. That's not true. So you can go there. I want to say, come there and see what is happening there, and you comment us. So somebody talk about installment payment. Yes, we understand that we like you said. The president's interest is to ensure that young people are in school. So the first thing is be a member of the institution, and the payment plan can be arranged. So that much I can say concerning that. And one of the caller raised the issue of what plan do we have in engaging states.
Before you go there, Mr. Peter Bima, the Deputy Minister of TV, just texted me. He said, that's the new NVDC we have built. Kudos to my able director. It's a kudos to you, Mr. Aliyu Kamukai. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. As a matter of fact, Minister Peter Bima, I serve as the technical and administrative assistant in his office
Prior to your appointment.
Yes, since 2018.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yes, so the issue of engaging stakeholders, like I said, there's going to be we are trying to organize a stakeholder dialogue regarding technical vocational education and training, because we need to have a conversation around what do we do to improve our training across Liberia, because the people we produce are for the employers, are for the institution out there. So this conversation is something that we're thinking about, and this engagement is going to start shortly. And he talked about motorcyclists. As a matter of fact, that was going to be my last point.
Okay.
So as a training institution, what have we done concerning that issue? And the truth is, the issue of motorcyclists is, all across the country today, young people are leaving school because of this unsustainable form of livelihood. They want to ride motorbike, they want to ride keke. So what have we done? We have developed a project called the Skills for Work project. This project had been submitted to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and I think copy have been sent to the President's office. Okay. And this project implementation is in threefold. The Motorcyclist Union on one hand, the Liberia National Police on another hand, and the Monrovia Vocational Training Center on the other hand. What is this project about? This project wants to ensure that 3,000 keke and motorbike riders in Monserrado are trained with employable skills, sustainable skills. So you can be a motorcyclist and you can still become a plumber. You can be a keke rider and you can still become an electrician. So Liberian National Police is also involved in this project because we see a lot of traffic violation. Because most of the people ride keke and motorbike, they know nothing about traffic. So if I get gas in my motorbike, I can ask Jallah, can you please help me do it? So what Jallah know about traffic is where my knowledge is going to stop. So we see a lot of violation in the traffic. So part of that project, the Liberia National Police is going to be there, engaging motorcyclists in telling them about traffic violation and rules and regulation in traffic, what to do, how, and when. So this project is something that we have developed. Is on the president, in the office of the president through the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And this is our own contribution to the Propo agenda to ensure that this category of young people that have been excluded and labeled as criminals and violent people, they too can have skills.
Okay. So how soon do you want to launch that?
So it's based on how soon funds are available. Okay. It's a $1.5 million proposed project.
Okay.
So we look forward to see where it go from there. But modalities have been worked out beyond the same through the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Aliu, thank you so very kindly. I'm so elated for just your explanation, what you've done. The MVDC I knew before. We are the older folks there. The like of the Imwa Nimle, the list goes on and on. To have a young director like you at the MVDC, I must say thank you to Mr. Peter Beamer and the rest of the people at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the minister himself, and every one of you. Thank you so very kindly. How do you part company?
So let me say thank you for the opportunity, and I want to say a bigger thank you to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Minister Wesing, Assistant Minister Malaya Sharif, and Deputy Minister Peter Beamer for the confidence reposing me to serve as director of the Monrovia Vocational Training Center. I mean, the ratings are on the wall. You can see what we have accomplished in just a year time. And I like to talk a little bit because somebody asked me, why do you always dress like this?
You wear that diverse way.
This is my brand. And
it's a safety.
Yes, this is my brand, and it's intentional to show that this is what we want to do.
The helmet and the vest around
we got to be intentional about what we want to do. So this show my intention. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to coming here time in time.
Thank you. Director Aliu Kamukai has been my guest on the Bumper Show. That's how I take my exit. Join us again tomorrow for another fascinating discussion. My name is Jallah Grayfield. I'm the nation's Heavenly J. Remember Jallah Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Have a good day for Liberia.